What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Rideshare Hub. My name is Greg Wave. What I'm going to do for you guys today is a video on why Uber is essentially the better app. I think most people would look at that and say, well, duh, you make more money from Uber, which is kind of like the consensus, but there's a lot more reasons. This is not meant to be like an anti-Lyft video. It's just that Lyft has always kind of been like the little brother to Uber. I still to this day, on average, I feel like if I'm driving, I give like 3 or 4 Uber rides to 1 Lyft ride. But that being said, Lyft is still powerful. I have a lot of days where Uber is slower and Lyft is just rampant. A lot of times, if there's a really big bonus on the weekends for Uber, I mop up on Lyft. And I just think it's always good to use both apps. So I do want to say this is not an app saying, you know, screw Lyft, only go Uber, delete your Lyft apps, nothing like that. Lyft is still valuable. I'm going to explain more of why Uber is so much more powerful though. But before I get going, guys, I wanted to tell you guys about Cargo Snack Box. Cargo Snack Box is a really sick newer product on the market for Uber and Lyft drivers. Basically, they send you this box full of snacks, stuff, random things, and you get to essentially sell that to your customers, and I believe you make $1 per item sold. And there's even free things you can give away that you still get $1 for. That's pretty awesome. It's not in my market yet. However, I'm already signed up, and the second I get my box, I'm gonna be like madman selling this stuff. Some of the better people, like for cargo salesmen, I guess you would call it, have reported that they've earned an extra $300 a month. That's insane. I mean, if you're talking an extra, $3,000 plus a year just from offering snacks for $1 to people, come on now, that's killer. But the average person earns an average of an extra $100 per month. So, I mean, still not bad. I'm like really pumped to get started on it because I feel like weekend driving is going to be like monstrous. I'm imagining all these drunken high people getting in the car and telling them they can buy a Snickers bar or whatever it is. It's a no-brainer. They're going to do it, right? So Cargo Snack Box is really sick. But let's jump right into this video, guys. So why is Uber so much better? The main reason really is that you just get way more Uber rides. If you took a day and you turned on Lyft and you ran it all day, and you took a day and you ran Uber and just ran it all day, and you didn't turn the other app on, you just did those 2 apps, or you just did that 1 app, you would find that your Lyft day is a lot slower. A lot slower. And your Uber day goes a lot quicker, for one, because you stay busy, but you're going to do probably 3 times the rides you do on Lyft. Lyft you can still make decent money on if you're in the right city and you're driving at the right times, but in general, it's like everything has to go perfectly. You got to be in the perfect area and everything. Uber gives you a lot of freedom to make mistakes. You can be in the wrong areas and usually still get rides. You can usually still get rides going to the right cities, you know, the right areas. So it's nice because when I'm driving Uber, I don't feel like I can really screw up. Like, I don't feel like I can go all that wrong. Obviously, there's parts of town where if I'm there, I know, okay, I'm not going to make 20 an hour here. So, you know, I'll turn off the app and leave, or set a destination and leave. But there's a lot of freedom with Uber to make mistakes. With Lyft, like, to have a good day of driving, you've got to be perfect. You got to be extremely social on every ride because you need more tips than anything. So obviously the best way is always going to be to run both apps at the same time. But I know a lot of people that don't. I know a lot of people that refuse to do anything with Uber because they hate Uber and they feel like they're a bunch of scammers. I don't really feel that way. I mean, obviously they've gone through their stuff. Don't get me wrong. God. But I feel like in general, it's just they're big companies. And so you got to understand they're big companies. They're going to do screwy things. I think if most of us really knew a lot of the stuff that was going on behind the doors from major corporations, we probably wouldn't really be that too interested in working with them. But here's the reality. They're big companies. We're always going to turn to big companies. So just do it. Just do your Uber driving. You're not going to make Uber shut down overnight because you support Lyft more. It's just not going to happen. That being said, if it really is a really big moral thing for you, whatever, just do Lyft then. So like I said, not to ramble and bunny trails. Sorry, guys. The main reason is the rides. The next reason is Uber Gold Rewards. Uber Gold Rewards are actually legitimate. I know Lyft for a while did like Lyft Perk Spot, and it was basically like, oh sweet, I can get a 20% discount on kitchenware that's already overpriced, you know, and it'd be like a silverware set from Sears that's 20% off, and it's still more expensive than the silverware set from Walmart, you know? So it's like, I always hated the Lyft Perk Spot. The only thing I ever used from Lyft Perk Spot was their movie tickets, where like I would usually end up saving like 10-15 bucks on movie tickets. If I was like buying tickets for me and a friend or something, it would usually, yeah, save 10 to 15 bucks. So, I mean, it wasn't bad, but like Lyft Perk Spot wasn't that practical, right? So Uber's Gold Rewards are actually really practical. So for one, you get frickin' free online tuition at ASU as long as you've given 3,000 lifetime rides. I'm not at a place in my life where I can personally do this, but I'm actually planning on doing this because why would you not go get an associate's degree for free? Like literally for free if you can, just for being an Uber driver. There's just no reason not to. So I'm gonna look into that. I just need some more time in my schedule that I don't have right now, but I'm gonna be looking into that in the future. And that is like, that's pretty crazy. And we're talking ASU. It's not even like it's some like community college. Like you're talking a major school. You can go get a degree from Uber driving. And I'm sure it's select programs. It's probably like only a few different things, but like that's always going to be a good thing to have on your resume. So go do it. Just go do it. So that's huge. A huge thing from Uber Gold Rewards. Obviously their gas is really, really good. 5 cents off per gallon, I believe, for it's either gold or platinum drivers. I'm platinum, so I can't remember if it's like gold or platinum that unlocked 5 cents off per gallon. You get 25% off on select maintenance. Like that's also really, really important. As a driver, you're going to need maintenance all the time. So having those maintenance deals are really incredible. Having the gold rewards in general are just really incredible. The next reason I'm going to say is there was an anonymous study done. I took part in it. It was a case study where a bunch of drivers, I believe it was 15,000 of us, we all released our earnings for a period of time. This company did this study and came back to say that on average, Lyft is taking 30% of our earnings, and Uber is taking 30%. Now, both these companies are clearly lying about something because they both say they're taking 25%, but Lyft came in at 35%. Wow. So I think it's pretty fair to say that like you're going to make more from Uber because they're going to let you keep more. The next biggest reason, and to some degree, this is like the biggest reason of all, but Uber still has surging. Lyft got rid of their prime time probably, I don't want to say it was like 5-6 months ago. Somebody can correct me on that if they want, but like the main point is it's gone. And they came up with these jinky little bonuses that like I see them once a week and it's only on a Friday or a Saturday, and you wait in this zone and it gains like a penny every like 6 seconds or it's, I think it's more than that. That being said, it's usually at the most like a $3 bonus. The highest I've ever gotten from one was a $12, and it was like after a concert, and I just happened to not be, I think Uber just happened to not have a good surge for some reason on that concert. So I was like, oh, okay, well, it's the one time in my life there's a good Lyft bonus. Let's take it. And it still ended up being a short ride. It really wasn't even all that worth it. So in general, like Uber surges stay really, really active. And I mean, I get them multiple times throughout the day. Even on weekdays, I usually get a few surges. And with Lyft, you never get anything. Like there's never a bonus. There's never shit. Crap. Sorry about that, guys. But Lyft doesn't really ever have anything besides just that random bonus. Uber also does 3-trip consecutive bonuses. They do quests, and all these things still work really, really well. I hit my quests every single week, and I don't even drive that much. So, like, the quests are still really legit. The 3-trip consecutive bonuses can be annoying, but a lot of times they work out and they really increase your earnings. So Uber just gives you a lot more options on how you can make money. But the last reason I will give is another recent addition Lyft made, and they basically changed our rate on longer rides. So we make less money on longer rides, but we make a little bit more on shorter rides. And so I think their logic was, well, you give more shorter rides in general, so let's have them make more money on those. But the difference is that on average, it's more like 10 to 15 minute rides are probably the average, I would think, for most people. And so those don't really qualify for anything. So the earnings don't really change. Those rates stay the same. And the shorter rides, I mean, granted, if you did 50 of them in a day, maybe it would make sense, but you don't ever do that. And the longer rides are usually where I always loved them, because if I pick up a long ride where I'm guessing by the mileage that I'm going to make 25 bucks, I already know, wow, I've already made $25 in this hour. And then if I get like a 15-minute ride after that, it could be like 30 to 35 bucks an hour. I loved that assurance. So I hate that they take away how much money we make on longer rides. I don't think it makes sense at all. And the biggest pet peeve for me with it all is whenever they do these changes, they always release this statement, "You asked and we listened." And I've said this before, and I'll say it again, no one's asking for this crap. No one is asking for this crap. It's just things they do. So really, really frustrating changes, and I don't believe they're ever like actually in favor of the driver, and it can just be really, really aggravating. So I'm going to leave the video at that, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you got something on it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video. I got a lot more content coming out for you guys, and I hope you have a great week. Crush it out there, and we will talk soon.